Alright, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be hitting up back. Now, the last couple of weeks, like I said in yesterday's, I said in the last few videos actually, the last couple of weeks, last 2 or 3 weeks have been I've made some really good progress. So I have across all of the lifts, but back in particular. And like I said in yesterday's video, that can't really continue. I'm going to end up hitting a plateau at some stage. And yesterday on chest, I pretty much did hit a plateau. Now, having said that, I matched the weight sets and reps that I had done the previous week yesterday. Yesterday was chest, and I did reduce the rest between sets by about 20%. I had to go a little bit quicker just because I was under a bit of a time crunch yesterday, which funnily enough is going to be the same next Tuesday for chest. Today I'm back. I don't really have the same sort of time constraint today. But at the same time, I'm at that point in the mesocycle. We're pretty much just over the halfway point in this mesocycle now, and I'm at that point where, because I've made such good progress the last few weeks, I'm really due to hit a plateau. So if not this week, it'll be next week or the week after, no doubt. Having said that, because I can take a little bit more rest between sets, recover some of the cardiovascular sort of fatigue that you accumulate, but whenever you reduce the time between sets, which is, I'm not sure if I said in yesterday's video or not, because I had done a little bit, I rested less between sets yesterday. It does represent an increase in intensity, but it's the wrong kind of intensity. It's cardiovascular intensity, as opposed to muscular intensity. So it's not ideal for building muscle when you reduce the rest time between sets, especially given the fact that I do a dedicated cardio session every day anyway. So it's less than ideal. So I've got a little bit more time today. I'll be able to rest properly between sets. Still need to be on time to pick the kids up from school, mind you, but I've got a little bit more time to rest between sets, so I'm just not under the same sort of time pressure today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, because I know that a plateau is coming, if it's not coming this week, it's coming next week. What I'm going to try and do is, instead of just upping the weight on the top set all the time, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the weight on the warm-up set, specifically on the chest-supported dumbbell rows, and possibly on the T-bar rows as well. See how I feel after doing the chest-supported rows. Up the warm-up weight and that to the next, basically by 2.5 kilos up to the next set of dumbbells up, and then I'll still do 4 sets, but I'll throw in an extra top set with the heaviest set of dumbbells, so it'll increase across the entire breadth of the 4 sets. The weight will increase across the entire breadth of the 4 sets, with the exception of the 2 top sets, which they'll stay at the same weight, but now there's an extra set of however many reps I get in there with those. On the T-bar row, which we'll do next, if I'm feeling strong enough, I'll increase the warm-up weight there, and then see, do it kind of increase further up. If I can't increase the weight on the subsequent 3 sets or 4 sets, then it'll still represent an increase in intensity, because that warm-up set was essentially a heavier weight. So you're lifting more weight for the same, for the same number of reps. There's an increase in intensity. It doesn't really matter if it comes at the beginning of the session or the end of the session. And then we'll move on to our pull-down movements. Again, we'll just see how we feel there. What I've been enjoying with the pull-downs and with the seated rows is just going until I can't get any more lengthened partials. Whether you want to call that, you could call it going to past failure, using lengthened partials to get past failure, or you could call it true failure, because at the end of the day, all the research is showing that lengthened partials are as effective as full range of motion reps. So you might as well say that you don't reach true failure until you can't do any more lengthened partials, giving it to the same. So I've been enjoying doing those the last lot of weeks. I'm going to continue to do that. If I can manage to throw in an extra kilo here or there, I will. If I can't, I don't really care, so long as I get to failure on each of those sets. And then I'll do the same with the wide grip and narrow grip seated rows. Just take the sets to all out true failure, as it were, till I can't get any more lengthened partials. All right, let's get to it. Right, that's going to do it for back. And I have to say I'm very, very pleased with how today's session has gone. The chest supported dumbbell rows, I managed to do what I said at the beginning in the intro there. I increased the first set with the warm-up weight for the first set to the next set of dumbbells up, so that was an increase in weight. And then managed to get just rep out until I was getting just length and partials on the final set with the heaviest set of dumbbells, so really, really happy with how that went. Very, very happy with how that went, in fact, because the top set with those top set of dumbbells, I pretty much matched what I've been doing in the top set the last couple of weeks, but I got another set in there with that same weight, so I've essentially doubled the amount of intensity, well, the amount of effort on that top set from last week, which is a really, given how much progress that I've made just in general and back, I'm really, really happy with that. On the T-bar row, I was able to add in 5 kilos onto my warm-up weight. Felt good, so I went up to what would have been my top weight last week. I used on my second set, and then added to my top set another 2.5 kilos. And then I did a back off set. The back off set, I used the same weight as the warm up I did this week. So that's it. The back off set, I've essentially added 5 kilos to the back off set and to the warm up set this week, which is absolutely just off the charts good. I'm really pleased with that. On the weight grip and the narrow grip pull downs, and on the seated rows, the weight grip and narrow grip seated rows, I did what I had said just at the beginning. I would need to go back and look at my numbers from last week. I'm not sure if I've added weight, or I might have taken some weight off. I just need to double check that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because I took every set to absolute failure. So I did, where I couldn't get any more length and partials anymore. So I've taken everything out of the back that I can take out of the back. And to be honest with you, my back feels uber pumped. It's a real good pump. My lats are absolutely just swollen. I feel like I can hardly move them. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. If you've enjoyed the video, feed the anabolic algorithm with a comment, shares, likes and subscribes, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.